Hey comics fans, it's me Aaron for a comic show. This is New Comics Now. Got a big stack of comics. Sorry it's kind of DC heavy this week. I did remember Image. Image has a few cool things. And last week Image had Nailbiter, which I really enjoyed and forgot to talk about. I think because I've read it so far in advance. I read the first 2 issues way early, digitally. And I kind of forgot that it came out last week. But it's a great book about the origins of serial killers, where they come from, why would they all come from the same town. Crazy stuff. When issue 2 comes out in a few weeks, I'm going to definitely highlight it. And I'm sorry I didn't mention it last week. That sucks. Fell asleep at the job. All right. Free Comic Book May has been awesome. Thank you everyone who came out this last Saturday and got a bunch of Image first #1s and spent a bunch of money on Image comics. That was awesome. This week it's DC and Marvel. It's superhero stuff. We're going to have a whole lot of those first issues for free, and DC did a great job with that, and more on that later. But Futures In, #2 is out, and this is the funeral for Oliver Queen, and it's not really a spoiler. It's on the cover, you know, like it's all in all the social media marketing that DC's doing. Animal Man gives a brilliant eulogy to Oliver Queen, and I want to see their relationship build in real time here in Justice League United. I don't want to just see a bunch of Aquaman jokes that Animal Man's irrelevant or useless. But this book was awesome, seeing a lot of different things that are 5 years later, a lot of Easter eggs all throughout, where characters are, which characters aren't there, what the hell is up with Superman, where's Batman, just all kinds of crazy stuff. Mr. Terrific kind of pulls a Black Lightning with the Justice League. That was pretty cool to me, and just a whole lot of weird stuff. There are hints at what happens with this big war between worlds with like Earth 2 and our regular universe, stuff like that. And at the end of all the DC books this week, there's a 2-page spread in that Channel 52 about Multiversity, the Grant Morrison big crazy jumping stuff. Ted Cord Blue Beetle's on it. Ted Cord Blue Beetle. That was what made my morning. Justice League United, you can get Justice League United, or you can get Justice League Canada. It's a variant cover that just says Canada instead of just having a maple leaf. But it's, you know, common variant if stores felt like ordering it. But this book is fun. Jeff Lemire does interpersonal stuff so well. That's why I'm happy to see him on a team book with a mix of members that he chose, that he wanted. Adam Strange makes his debut in the crazy-ass costume. Hawkman's around. Lipstick Lobo proves he's not just lipstick. I should stop making fun of him for his look because of what he does here. That's pretty freaking badass. And I love Animal Man. So get that book if you're interested at all in Justice League. Jeff Lemire is really doing a great job with it. Batman Enteral is rocking and rolling. When I said there was an unexpected guest star, first or second issue, it's unexpected Spectre. It's on the cover now, so it's not a spoiler. The Spectre's in here. Jim's here, and it's awesome. So maybe one Jim can save another Jim. I'm enjoying the hell out of Batman Eternal. It's such a great book. I love getting this weekly fix of Scott Snyder and friends. I'm enjoying it, and if you are a Batman fan, you need to get it. And here comes the big weirdness. It's Superman Doomed, and the first 3 parts are all here today. You got the Doomed one-shot, you got Action Comics, and Superman Wonder Woman. And yes, Lobdell is kind of like perhaps this one-song story with Superman, because as you know, Jeff Johns is taking over with the next issue of Superman after this Doom thing. But it's co-written by Charles Soule and Greg Pak. And it was actually pretty cool. And after reading the first 3 parts here, this one shot in part 1 and 2, I see why it's all 3 in the same day. And I'm kind of happy about it, because if you don't know me very well, you don't know that I just hate Doomsday. I think he's stupid. He's just like this kind of Hulk ripoff that came along and punched Superman into the synchronized dying. They both fell and died at the same time, and how often did that ever happen in any fighting game you've ever played? Did 2 characters just fall down and die? It was such a cheap way out. There's no like big moral thing like, should I kill my enemy to prevent him from killing others? I'm the American way, and you know, capital punishment, blah, blah, blah. But no, they both fell down and died. I hate Doomsday. He's just the Hulk. I want to see Luthor behind it. I want to see Luthor take out Superman. I don't want to see Superman killed by some, you know, ghost machine coming out of nowhere being all crazy. But it was actually a cool twist that you see at the end of the Superman Wonder Woman book of what this Superman Doomed is. Like what is happening here. Doomsday is just almost as irrelevant as I want him to be. And it was kind of fun, and I'm enjoying it. So if you are into it at all and you're like, oh, I don't really like Scott Lobdell, I wasn't reading the Superman, just get it anyway, because it was a fun, enjoyable book, and it's co-written by Charles Soule and Greg Pak, who you probably do like. So, and if you do like Lobdell, I don't know. I mean, keep liking them. I'm not telling you not to. I just don't. So moving on. DC also has this hugely thick graphic novels essentials. This is the Chronology 2, which is new for 2014. And I'm so happy that it came out this week so I can give it free to everyone that comes to my free comic book May this week, getting free DC #1s. It has all their best stuff in the front. So if you want to know what to give as a gift to anyone, it's here. If you want to start having like the best story of Superman, the best story of Batman, the best Justice League story, it's all here. Then it has all the new 52 stuff. It has all the best stuff. I liked how Green Arrow has like all these awesome stuff, and it just starts with like Lemire's Volume 4. It doesn't have 1, 2, or 3 on the page at all. It's just like, whatever. So anyway, it's great, has a good chronology in the back, and it has a lot of highlighted stuff that you might not know. If like, hey, I'm an Alan Moore fan, what all kind of smorgasbord stuff has he done? It's all there. Grant Morrison the same way. All of his stuff that he's done for DC or Vertigo is all there on a page, and you can just run down that list if you enjoy his stuff. And you know, it's pretty fun. So I'm gonna love giving that out. Moving on to Marvel, Original Sin last week, I really enjoyed. I like that someone has the Watcher eye, and with that eye knows everything that everyone's ever done. You know, it's kind of creepy cool. This issue, yes, it's the first tie-in. It's the Avengers thing with Captain America. And it is kind of heavy identity crisis. You know, Batman finds out that they wiped his mind and it wants to fight the whole Justice League. Well, this is like that, but with Cap and Tony and the Avengers. And it was a cool, everything came to a head in one issue. So if they're going to kind of retread stories we've read elsewhere, at least make it all in one issue. Let's go with that and let's move on. I personally like seeing the whole like Cap, Tony, Brokeback Mountain, I can't quit you type of thing that, you know they love each other and they hate each other and they don't understand each other, they respect each other and get on each other's nerves, and it's just the rest of the Avengers are caught in the middle. It's like a bad marriage, and the other kids are like, what do we do? You know, we don't want to take sides, but you know, if they're going to take sides, it's probably going to be Cap's side. And the issue was fun, fast-paced, awesome. You'll enjoy it. So what if it retreads some identity crisis stuff? Deadpool has his honeymoon, and of course, like all cool people, he goes to Japan for his honeymoon. You got a little Sunfire, you got a little bit craziness. All new Ultimates. This book is actually quite fun. I like the guy doing it. I like his style, and I'm enjoying it. It's totally unique, different than everything else Marvel's putting out, and give it a shot. Moving on to the independent creator-owned type of stuff. This is Icon. It's kind of like Image, but Marvel with their exclusive guys like Brian Michael Bendis. It's the United States of Murder, Inc. It's like, what if the federal government gave up and kind of let the East Coast be run by the mob? Said, hey, we don't have the resources, the manpower, we cannot take this crime out, and we're just going to let it go. They can have those territories. And it starts fast forward into a future that's already happened, or that's already done, and we have a main character who is initiated into the mob family, and then we find out that he's not what he appears to be, and I love it. I've been wanting something Bendis crime, like Powers. It's been going on for so long. You have like 6 huge hardcovers of it, and it's cool, but I want something new. And I like that he brought Oeming along for the ride, and it's kind of like all his other stuff, like AKA Goldfish or Fire or Torso, those books where it's not super powered stuff, it's just crime and his own wacky stuff and his great dialogue. And if you are an old school Bendis fan, seriously get it. If you're a fan of speculative crime, alt history nonsense or whatever that is, get it. It's fun. I really enjoyed it. Moving on to Walking Dead. This issue was freaking awesome. It's after the war. It's huge, and it's still only $2.99 because, Kirkman is like a multimillionaire, so he could do what he wants. And this book was awesome. It jumps ahead 2 years into the future, and the kind of new society that Rick wanted to build is kind of there. And, I'm not spoiling anything. It really does jump from the very first page 2 years in the future. You can notice the different hairstyles and the different ages of the young ones, and that's what it is, and I'm totally intrigued. I think the book needed a new beginning. I'm happy it has a new beginning, and I'm excited for it. Mark Miller's Starlight. You guys know I've been enjoying the hell out of this book, this this old man Flash Gordon type of over the hill, old man Logan in space. However you want to say it, I'm enjoying it. Stray Bullets, one of my favorite books as a teenager, and one of my favorite characters in here. It's the Finger Man, the dude that rips off fingers. That's awesome. You know, like flick him off, he'll rip off your middle finger. That's his favorite thing to do. Nice single issue stories. Single issue stories that the meat of the story happens all there, and it resolves a lot of issues and then leaves some things hanging that we know they're not going to be resolved in the next issue, but 3-4 issues from now, they could go dovetail back to it, or they could do a story that happened years before that explains some of the things that happened here by why the characters did what they did because of different things in their own past, because they're all killers and they've all been hurt by this horrible world, and I am just a terrible voyeur that enjoys looking at all this stuff. So give Stray Bullets a try. David Lapham is killing it on it. Afterlife with Archie, issue 5 is finally out, so now they can do the collection. If you're getting it, get it. It's awesome. The art is amazing. They've just been doing so well with this book. It defied my expectations, and I can't wait to have the collection to sell people and say, hey, I know that you probably would never pick up an Archie book in a million years, but this is a great zombie book. It's fun. It's well drawn. Seriously, anyone I've turned on to it, it's a hard sell to a lot of people because it's freaking Archie, but everyone has been grateful that I've told them to buy something. It's an awesome book. And finally, Coffin Hill is out in a collection. It's one of those $9.99, $10 collections that Vertigo started that Image continues to do. And this is a book that I can easily see this becoming a new show on CW or anywhere. DC seems to be dominating TV. So, if you want to be cool, get this now, because in a couple years it's going to be on TV, and then you can be like, I liked it when it was a comic book. The comic was better. One of those people. That's awesome. And damn, that Constantine trailer was great. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, comment, share, all that good stuff. And if you're local, we have the same stuff we always have, which is the trivia where you could win your bar tab, karaoke, which is insanely popular. All your friends are already here, so you might as well come. And then Saturday, we have Play It Loud, which is chip tunes, and Free Comic Book May is Saturday. So you come in and get some free superhero comics. It's fun. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.